Welcome back. Namaste, beautiful souls. For those of you that are new, hi, I'm Sadhana. I'm doing intuitive readings. These are follow-up readings for your tarot card of the year for 2023. And if you missed this series of readings that I did at the end of 2022, the first video is linked in the description box below, so you can go and check that out. And my intention for coming back to these readings was to check in and see how you are doing 6 months into the year. This is a really important part of the process, reflecting on readings, checking in, going back to your journal, seeing what it is that you can do to continue to develop and work with this energy. And the moon, if your card for 2023 is the moon, this is not an easy journey. It is a journey, as are all cards. And this particular one takes us into sometimes immensely uncomfortable places. I would say that through the journey of the Tower and the Star, that you are more aware of what is needing processing. Things have come to the surface. And while things may still seem a little challenging, you are inspired, and you are definitely deep in this work. Now, what arose in this reading is not some easy things. And I do need to refer to my notes, because I don't want to take this reading in a completely different direction, but I will bring in some additional insights. And there is a sense of, there's a theme of protection that is quite obvious in the two oracle cards that are on the far left. And I wonder what it is that you have been protecting for so long. And that is what is opening up. And I think finding a safe space, a safe place to open that up is part of the problem. So, on this path, on this journey, what is being asked of you is change, release, the willingness to let go, and perhaps even physically move to a space where you feel safe enough to let some of those guards down. The beautiful thing here is that we have elemental water in the form of the daughter, who moved through her mother. I'm very touched in this reading by the lunar feminine frequency of the moon, supported by the issues of feminine wounds and healing of the Chariot, Cancer season. And then we have this, I was going to use the word pure. It is a sense of purity in the daughter of water. And she is an essential energy here. She is beside the cactus. And so what I'm sensing here is that her emotion, her femininity, her vulnerability, perhaps has been locked away. and maybe since she was a little girl. And so what is coming to the surface perhaps is the courage to let some of these walls down and allow the little girl to emerge, to allow your divine feminine self to emerge. My heart is kind of racing now, and I feel anxious in saying this as well too, and I was watching my face and watching my words when I did this reading in December, and there's just an overwhelming energy above this vulnerability. And with the intensity of moon energy, I'm just wondering, and this, I didn't think of this before, I'm wondering if this is your own anger that's overhead. And what you have locked away is your anger. Did you find yourself in decades of depression? These are all questions. These are all questions, because this energy certainly could overwhelm this energy. And I'm wondering if there's, what the relationship is here between the Daughter of Cups and the Father of Fire. I would like to turn to the Lotus metaphor, if that's okay, and read to you from the Tulku Oracle. The lotus is a beautiful symbol of transformation. This also takes us into the energy of the solar plexus chakra. And some of my associations with chakra energies are a little different than Carla writes about in the Tulku Oracle guidebook. Manipura chakra is the jewel of the lotus. And I don't think I mentioned a mantra for you in December. So the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. It's a Tibetan mantra. This may be a mantra that you would like to work with. Om Mani Padme Hum. The lotus in Hindu and Buddhist iconography symbolizes the unfolding of the inner divine potential, the incarnate soul arising from the depths of the physical plane to total enlightenment and spiritual rebirth. In these cultures, every important deity is depicted either seated upon a lotus or holding one in their hands. Symbolically, all chakras have a lotus as their foundation, depicted in various stages of opening, with the 1,000-petaled, fully open lotus on the crown chakra. This acts as a symbol of the successful journey from humanity to enlightenment. The image in this card is the Tibetan Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara. He is depicted here as male, though as the god of compassion in other cultures, he also appears as a female deity known as Kuan Yin. I'm so glad that she shares this in this book. This is not common knowledge that Kuan Yin historically carried a masculine energy. The balance of masculine and feminine is so refined in this expression that Avalokiteshvara transcends gender. Drawing this card heralds your journey to emerge from darkness up towards the light. Okay, so just as depicted in the moon card. This is an oracle of self-expression and not drawing it as an indicator that you are being called to share something that is blossoming inside you with the world. The movement of this card is a penetrating yang energy that is born of longing and a desire for fulfillment. So the idea with moving through the solar plexus chakra is that our sense of self is born. And as that lotus blooms, we see that self emerge. And in the lotus of the solar plexus chakra, we lessen the attachment to the ego somewhat and understand how that light and the heat and the flame, the fire of the solar plexus chakra has a component of spirit as well too. This is where we begin to learn how to trust. So, where, how? And I'm sure 6 months into the year, you've been contemplating this for some time. And maybe this is a pattern, not maybe, a pattern you've been working with for decades. How can I release those walls and safely emerge? And I think this is your time. This is your time to step out and to find that freedom. The footprints here in this Two of Coins, that indicates change, movement, remind us of the step by step on this path. There's no rushing here. There's no rushing. I would say that the Three of Feathers has emerged in this reading to acknowledge you couldn't go through this had you not acknowledged the grief that you experienced. Was this a loss of childhood? And I know you can interpret that question in many different ways. I wonder as well too if what has been locked up in that box are secrets. There's always a danger in spilling secrets. And I think, as I swallow, it's important that they are revealed or shared in a way that doesn't do harm. And always keeping in mind that underlying intention here is for your own personal healing. I can simply see you opening the box and releasing those secrets like they are butterflies being released from the box. It's not like there's a big spill, a big tell here. It's just you letting go, acknowledging the process, that the pain that this process has caused. And I think that gratitude is always important. Thank you, Spirit, for helping me to understand this part of my journey. And now as I release these secrets, these half-truths back to Spirit, I will endeavor to walk forward step by step, knowing that in time my heart will heal, that I will release the anger and I will dance again. I will feel free. We've had a lot of connections, links from reading to reading. And the Shaman of Stars. So the previous card is the star, and so now here we have the Shaman of Stars. And when I look at this cave painting, I just think about, well, it does. It kind of looks like this card, you know, kind of looks like this. It's brilliant. It is illuminating. It is hopeful. And maybe this Shaman of Stars is continuing is lighting your path, as you move through. The shamans in this deck are connected to the element of earth, which is kind of nice that we have an earth shaman supporting the earth card. I bring the heavens down to earth. I drink in the beauty of the sky and swallow this elixir and give it back as a transformative energy to all. I sing the song of the heavens and I show how starry wisdom can transform and re-energize you when you have walked the path for a long time and grown tired. I bring a blessing to you and the restoration of strength when it is most needed. Listen to the lesson you have learned from the lotus. Listening is an important skill that carries through from the energy of the star card. And in the stillness of the night, in the luminosity of the full moon, in the darkness of your dreams, listen. Listen. Train yourself to practice silence. I will read you from the Daughter of Cups too. That is such a beautiful entry by Margaret Peterson. I'm going to draw for you an extra card from the Tarot of the Strange Branches, helping you to, supporting you through the next month or so, expanding on this reading. It's funny, this card has come up so much lately. You may find yourself alone. You may find yourself alone for a little while, wondering about this path that you have, this path you find yourself on, out on a limb. I guess this is now my out on a limb card, my Shirley MacLaine card. Out on a limb, feeling into the darkness, knowing that sometimes we must take the path less traveled and it is the only way through. There are fewer people on that path. But it is a path that leads you. It is a path that returns you. It's a path that takes you more directly back to your life purpose, your life path. Another Manipura chakra card, right at the heart, the center of the minor arcana of fire. Do you have a song that I will persevere, I will keep going, kind of climb a mountain song? This is the kind of pulse that you want to have within you. Yes, it's a long, and winding road, and I have the strength to continue through on this journey. I have the will, because I know this is exactly where I need to go. There is no question here that I'm in the right place. And while it's kind of lonely on this path, there are odd reassurances that make me know I'm okay. This is from the Daughter of Cups. My mother gave me the gift of serenity and devotion to me. My father gave me tears, and my brother compassion. Safely resting in my own shadow, I drift along and reach my goal. The goal is inside of me, and I am being carried by non-doing. Wave lines, signs, and symbols are sending messages from the realm of opposites to both hemispheres of my brain. Through the pores of my soul's skin, I hear the soft choruses of pulsating rhythms of water. Music flows through the network of nerves and veins, and I travel upon the wave patterns of my skin to see myself through the eyes of others. I travel to the house of fear and hidden emotions, all the while knowing that my sister, freedom, lives there. An old reality dissolves and perishes. Tiny little phantoms hiding in the folds of my diaphragm, again, solar plexus chakra, lose themselves in the wind. I sense that all lives are in a constant state of flux and will lead me to my creative source. So again, she reiterates this idea of the freedom, trusting that freedom lives with the release of what has been hidden. Can I also offer that? I would like to also offer that this is important for your physical health. That the longer we carry secrets, hi Laura, welcome. The longer we carry secrets, the more dense their energy becomes, and the harder they are to release. They can actually become manifested at a cellular level in the body as lumps, pain, chronic something or other. And so your dedication to walking this path is just know how important it is, and that to always make space for it and always make time for it. And trust that indeed you are unfolding in ways that perhaps you weren't ready to before. And I think this is a hard part. We say, okay, well, why did I have to go through all of that? Well, you weren't ready to be on the other side yet. And now is the time. Now is the time. Okay. So trust in the process. Trust in the process, and step by step. You know, we don't have to let all 4 walls come tumbling down at the same time. We can release a little bit and just check in with how we're feeling, and then release a little bit more. But keep on going. Keep on going. This card, the 2 of Coins, is also known as change. And this card does repeat in the sun reading as well, too. And I'm going to offer something a little different and focus on this card in the sun reading, but so you might want to come back later this afternoon and listen to that. Okay? Take good care. Namaste.